My name is Nougzar. I'm 11 and I live in Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia, a country in the Caucasus. Today I'm going to meet Guiorgui, my best friend. We get together 3 times a week for our folk dance class. We warm up as we walk to school. We know all the steps by heart. We can do them without even thinking about it. We better know them because we're going to put on a show at the Tbilisi Opera in just 3 days from now. It's much better with the music. Who can resist the rhythm of the doli, the traditional Georgian drum? We even take our props out. Like a lot of our traditions, this dance goes back to the warrior days. Once, Tbilisi was one of the richest and most powerful cities in the East. Everyone wanted to conquer it. When you look at the dances that come from that time, you can tell that the Georgians were not going to let anybody walk all over them. To dance like that, you really have to practice. You need lots of energy and strength, too. Sometimes you almost have to be an acrobat. Our class begins with a long warm-up session. We practice dance steps from all over. Sophie's the best girl dancer. We dance really well together, although she scares me a little. This is our teacher, Guia. He used to dance with the national company. He's not always in a good mood, but that's because he wants to be sure that we're doing our best. In 4 years, he's made our group, the Orbi, the best in all of Georgia. Sophie want to dance with me. Guia asks us to dance with Sophie to see which one of us would make a better partner for her. That's great, although it's kind of bad luck too, because Guiorgui's not only my best friend, he's a fantastic dancer. This dance from the Caucasian mountains is a sort of friendly duel. Each one of us has to do all he can to attract the girl, but without any contact. In Georgian choreography, men never touch the women. It's a sign of respect. Our dancers show only the most noble qualities like courage, courtesy, fidelity, and dignity. I better give it my all, because I know Guiorgui's not going to hold anything back. Our teacher can be mean sometimes. He won't tell us who's going to dance with Sophie until tomorrow. In the meantime, we're all going together to rent our costumes for the show. No more dancing, but we're still on our best behavior. We don't really have the choice, since everyone in the troupe wears the same thing. I love this kanjali. It's a dagger carved in Georgian style. It's part of the traditional costume, like the cartridge belt. They're symbols of war, but they're really appreciated for their beauty. It's time to go home. Just because we're going to dance at the opera doesn't mean we don't have homework to do. My grandparents were great dancers, and my sister is studying the piano. It's very practical to have a musician at home. I do my homework as fast as I can so I can work with her. We do a merchant's dance. Just for fun and to attract customers, the merchants of Old Tbilisi like to recite poetry and to dance. It must have been fun going to the market in those days. Well, it's time for bed. I don't think I stand a chance of being chosen tomorrow. Guiorgui's too good. Guia calls Sophie up, but who's going to be her partner? Here it comes. I don't believe it. Guia chose me. I'd better be good. This popular mountain dance lets men and women show how they feel about each other. Without touching, of course, we try to charm one another. I think I did pretty well. I'm sure that by now Sophie must know that I like her. Just because I was chosen doesn't mean that Guiorgui's mad at me. It was fair and square. And besides, we're going to do the kanjali, or dagger dance, together. It's really spectacular. The warriors used to do it, to relax and to show that they were ready for battle. We have to be really careful. We're dancing with real daggers. Dances like this are supposed to show courage, strength, and precision. Soon it will be night in Tbilisi. It's almost time for our show at the opera. I'm ready now. We put on our leather boots. They're made to measure and they have to hug our legs without any folds. They're not easy to get into, but once they're on, they feel like your own skin. We put on our costumes along with our cartridge belts and, of course, our daggers. Everyone seems to be ready. Guiorgui begins. He does the shepherd's dance. He's hard to recognize under his boroki, the traditional shepherd's hat made of sheepskin. Can you recognize me? It's time for the warriors' dance. All of the Georgian armies have united to celebrate the victory. Is the only dancing in the world where the men toe dance. They say it's because the paths were so narrow in the Caucasian mountains that the men had to learn to walk on their toes so they wouldn't fall into the ravines. But they just watch for the time being. The shepherds join the party too. make one mistake, the show is a big success. For Guiorgui and I, nothing and nobody is more important than dancing. I don't think.